be an almighty ass whooping. It's going to be very difficult to do when I put him in the hurt lock and put his ass to sleep.
Words from the Almighty. Oh, that's a stern warning from the champion, Byron.
Can King Corbin derail McIntyre's road to WrestleMania? We find out next. Welcome back to Monday Night Raw. Drew McIntyre ready to go one-on-one with King Corbin, and joining us once again here on commentary, MVP, of course, representing the interests of the almighty WWE Champion, Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, we have a vested interest in the outcome of this confrontation, so I'm just keeping an eye on things, if you will.
To get everyone up to speed, remember the offer that Bobby Lashley gave to any superstar, that if you take out Drew McIntyre before WrestleMania, that man, in this case King Corbin, could have the opportunity to challenge Bobby Lashley for the WWE title at WrestleMania.
You heard how self-assured King Corbin was earlier on tonight, promising there would be no WrestleMania for Drew McIntyre.
And why shouldn't he be? I mean, he's King Corbin. Look at him. And look at the path of destruction through his career. He, as well as anyone, could end Drew McIntyre this evening.
King Corbin, the irony is all over this, because early last year, King Corbin did something similar. He jumped brands in the midst of the first WWE title reign of Drew McIntyre to try and dethrone the Scottish Warrior. He's back, trying to get back to the WWE title.
I love his consistency.
Now King Corbin off the ropes, and Joe, Corbin can dominate in the ring.
Yes, he can, and he's the ultimate opportunist. In fact, this whole situation tonight works perfectly into Corbin's favor.
Hey, Drew. How you doing, man? You all right?
Really trying to get in the head of Drew McIntyre, MVP.
No, I just want to say hello. I'm just being courteous. My mother taught me manners. I really should have taught you.
Yeah, Byron doesn't know anything about that.
No home training.
MVP, you bring up an interesting point, talking about the mother of Drew McIntyre. I was saying earlier on tonight how his mother inspired him to sacrifice to get to the success that he's had here in WWE. That's his definition of sacrifice. Here's Bobby Lashley's definition, is casting aside the people that helped him get to the WWE title. Is Lashley looking on backstage here at WWE Thunderdome?
Tom, you're a fairly intelligent guy, but obviously you have no business sense. I guess you went to journalism school and not business school, because as I've said repeatedly, it's not about feelings, it's about business. You're talking about sacrifice, emotional nonsense. Talking about dollars and cents. If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense.
McIntyre taking Corbin clean off his feet, and the King's got to regroup.
I think the point is, MVP, that willingness to sacrifice, that personal fire that McIntyre has, that's what's driven
It's
him.
foolishness. It's folly. At the end of the day, it's a business. If you put your feelings in it, then you make bad decisions. Emotional decisions are bad ones.
Well, the point is, those emotions propelled McIntyre to WWE Championship status.
And they're going to propel him to his demise.
Now look at McIntyre battling back against Corbin.
Bringing the anvil like this.
Corbin off the ropes and dropped again by McIntyre. Into the cover. McIntyre kick out by Corbin. McIntyre, of course, as of right now, will challenge the almighty WWE Champion for the title this Saturday in the main event of WrestleMania.
With every roadblock McIntyre
Covered by
faced.
McIntyre to go through the roadblock of Corbin. Kick out.
You say that like as though Corbin won't take him out. You said that almost as it's a definite that Drew McIntyre is going to be in the ring on Saturday. We don't know that yet.
Yeah, you're certainly right. That remains to be seen. If Corbin can do something here to Drew McIntyre and divert his road to WrestleMania, then mission accomplished.
The only thing we know for certain is that the almighty champion Bobby Lashley will be in the ring.
Look out.
Corbin on the rebound.
Corbin back into the ring and a clothesline. Into the cover on McIntyre. Kick out at one.
It's the kind of quick strike ability that makes King Corbin so dangerous.
Frankly, I'm glad that he chose to step up and seize the opportunity. I'm glad, because if anybody's going to get it done, it'll be King Corbin.
Corbin's unrelenting on the pressure.
King Corbin, he and McIntyre and Lashley, in fact, at one point were running buddies here on Raw a number of years ago. In fact, ran Raw at one point.
Which I think, in my opinion, gives Corbin a substantial advantage because he knows McIntyre's weaknesses. And one of McIntyre's weaknesses is his constant emotional state. He's always in his feelings.
I mean, it's hard to argue with that. I mean, we've seen in the past that His attitude has got him into trouble.
Can't you say the same thing about McIntyre's knowledge of King Corbin and Bobby Lashley?
Well, not Bobby Lashley, because Bobby's never in his feelings. Bobby is about business. And you need to learn that. As a matter of fact,
Oh, God, plenty of damage being done to the core of McIntyre.
Speaking of feelings, I'm sure Drew McIntyre felt that.
Watch this one more time. Spine forced into the turnbuckles, and a big smile on Corbin's face.
Get to it, Corbin. Finish him. Finish him. You got him where you want him. Finish him.
MVP, what about the point raised by Ricochet last week here on Raw? Are you and Lashley good for, or going to make good on the opportunity you offer? Here's the cover and a kick out.
We are men of our word. If nothing else, we keep our word. If you take out Drew McIntyre, you will get the opportunity to face Bobby
Lashley.
Right now.
McIntyre exploding out of the corner on Corbin.
That is a big if for King Corbin.
McIntyre, up we go. Overhead belly to belly to the 280-pounder Corbin. And look at this, again launching the King.
I asked you this last week, MVP. I'll ask you again. Can you see the scenario for Bobby Lashley? Can you see Drew McIntyre tossing around the man of Bobby Lashley when McIntyre is rolling like this?
Absolutely not. You always ask the most ridiculous question.
Oh, and McIntyre's up.
Hey, Drew, everything all right? How's it going in there?
Focus in the eyes of McIntyre. Now trying to set up Corbin, center of the ring, one in the future shock DDT, and Corbin rolls out.
Okay, Corbin.
But takes McIntyre off his feet.
I gotta tell you, I like the way Corbin operates.
Oh, wait a minute. Corbin into the post. And now McIntyre thrashing Corbin. Is McIntyre full speed ahead to WrestleMania? And we are back here on Monday Night Raw inside WWE Thunderdome. King Corbin trying to take out Drew McIntyre before his main event matchup this Saturday at WrestleMania against the almighty WWE Champion Bobby Lashley. Cover and a kick out by Corbin. And all of this offer put out there is because of Bobby Lashley and MVP. What you guys told the entire locker room, if you take out McIntyre, you'll face Lashley at WrestleMania.
You'll have the opportunity of a lifetime to become a star, to share the ring with the almighty WWE Champion at WrestleMania.
And now look at Corbin battling back, the man who took up the Almighty's offer, but McIntyre trying to beat down Corbin.
McIntyre knows in the back of his mind, this is the final step. Get past Corbin, and it's all focused on that man, the WWE Champion, Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley saying earlier on tonight, it's a big if of whether or not Drew McIntyre will make it to WrestleMania because of Corbin. Said he'd love to beat McIntyre, put him to sleep with the Hurt Lock at WrestleMania. Oh man, and McIntyre into the post.
And into the post hard.
Don't stand there and admire your work. Finish it. Corbin, don't admire your work. Get to it, man. Get to it. You got him. WrestleMania, Corbin, is right there for you. I'm loving it, man. I love it, man.
A tableside service, MVP.
Yeah.
Count of 7.
I am a VIP.
Corbin into the ring in pursuit of McIntyre, beats the referee's 10 count.
Corbin determined to alter the WrestleMania fate of Drew McIntyre right here, right now.
Huge hammer strike elbows.
And Corbin would love this, would love to spoil what's happening this Saturday at WrestleMania.
I think more than that, he would love to face Lashley at WrestleMania.
Corbin inching one step closer to making that a reality, MVP.
The only thing that bothers me is Corbin spending a lot of time admiring his work rather than finishing the job.
In the past, you cannot afford to give Drew McIntyre any space, or he will take advantage of that space, just like we're seeing now.
Oh, now trying to set up Corbin for a suplex. King Corbin had to answer.
McIntyre valiantly trying to
Hold on into the cover to put away McIntyre and a kick out.
Come on, Mr. Corbin. It's going to take more than that. Come on, let's go. You got it in you, man.
An example of what Bobby Lashley is going to have to do to keep Drew McIntyre down this Saturday at WrestleMania. And look at Corbin.
Dropping the elbows. Got McIntyre power for the crucifix. And McIntyre
look at these elbows. McIntyre could be out.
WrestleMania, Corbin, is waiting for you.